This episode will be completely taken out of context. Welcome to the Fact Check This podcast.
All right, early start. I'm going to go quick with this one because I thoroughly got my ass handed to me at work last night, and I am tired. All right, we're going to jump right into this because I got two relatively short articles, but they're both about the same thing, and it's about the impending doom of CNN. Maybe not, but it's fun to think so. I'm going to read the articles first. Let's start with this one. This is from Fox Business. CNN to lay off hundreds of staffers in the first days of second Trump presidency, according to reports. Fox News Digital previously reported that the looming cuts would occur by March. CNN is reportedly set to lay off hundreds of employees in the early days of President Donald Trump's second administration. Puck reported CNN CEO Mark Thompson will announce to his staff about the network cuts on Thursday morning, while CNBC reported that the layoffs won't affect CNN's most recognizable names who are under contract, according to sources. CNN did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Fox News Digital previously reported in November that CNN would face major layoffs by March and that its impact on the network would be very meaningful. I am overall very sad and deeply frustrated, a longtime CNN staffer told Fox News Digital. Feelings which are pervasive throughout the organization among those who have been here a long time and feel a deep personal connection to having helped build the organization. It's a time of a complete and utter business model overhaul and chaos. Extremely difficult, even under the best circumstances, the CNN staffer added. Another CNN employee cited Thompson, who has been on the job for just over a year and has been outspoken about how the company will have to undergo big changes to survive. I am worried because the industry is obviously in trouble. I'm sure there will be cuts, the second CNN staffer told Fox News Digital. The employees suspected more shows will be streamlined and produced out of Atlanta, and that those impacted are the most are the expensive shows being produced in New York City. CNN's financial struggles were put under the spotlight last week after a jury found the network had defamed a Navy veteran and approved that he could seek punitive damages. The legal battle resulted in a settlement. Forensic economist Robert W. Johnson, who was hired by the plaintiff's legal team to assess CNN's finances, testified CNN was worth $4.4 billion in 2021, but dropped to $2.3 billion in 2023, according to provided tax documents from the network. Johnson's data also showed that CNN's revenue dropped from $2.2 billion in 2021 to $1.8 billion in 2023. CNN's net income over the same period dropped from $0.6 billion in 2021 to $0.4 billion in 2023. Gosh, it's funny that Fox is saying this. Since CNN host or anchor Jim Acosta has made an effort to belittle Fox on his show recently.
This is not Fox, Congressman. You can't just spin a tail and pull the wool over people's eyes. Yeah. This is CNN. This is the news. We're asking you to come on and tell the truth.
And that's why more people are watching the Cartoon Network SpongeBob reruns right now, Jim. Look, I left the White House during a riot. My life was threatened. My life has been threatened within the last few weeks, yet there's no coverage of that. And you all continue this narrative attacking Trump. You just can't stand the fact that he won and that America spoke.
Congressman,
and that,
no,
and that your view is very diminished.
That's not the case at all.
And your view is very diminished.
Jim Acosta likes to get into sparring matches with people who are clearly his intellectual betters, which is fucking hilarious, and I love it. I love every minute of it. This is not Fox. We actually report the news. Yeah, that's what CNN does. That's exactly what CNN does. That's why CNN's viewership is, I think CNN's like average viewership is less than what Tucker Carlson gets on fucking Twitter. So yeah, you're doing real good. Like Joe Rogan has a bigger audience than CNN. So like, calm down there, fellas. I bet Joe Rogan has a better profit margin than CNN as well. There's some additional information on the layoffs and stuff, which we'll jump into. So CNN is announcing layoffs as part of a further shift to digital business. So this one kind of took me by surprise, but apparently this is the direction that this new CEO is wanting to go, is to be more digital. I can't imagine how that could possibly work out for him, but let's read a little bit. CNN announced a restructuring Thursday that includes some 200 layoffs, an accelerated pivot to digital operations, and new TV roles for personalities like Wolf Blitzer, Jake Tapper, and Audie Cornish. It's the boldest revamp yet in the 18-month tenure of CEO Mark Thompson, a former chief executive at the New York Times and BBC, called upon by parent company Warner Brothers Discovery to revive the news outlet's flagging fortunes. The layoffs are concentrated in CNN's TV business, where ratings have tumbled as consumers cut off cable and seek other news sources. They will eventually be offset by new hires in digital, where Warner Brothers Discovery is making a $70 million investment, CNN said. This is not a cost-saving exercise, Thompson said in an interview. We're actually leaning in with increased investments. Layoffs have either taken place or are anticipated across the news industry. CNN's ratings have taken a hit since the election of Donald Trump, a longtime critic of the network. CNN averaged 1.7 million viewers for Trump's inauguration this week, compared to 8 million for Joe Biden's inaugural 4 years ago, though audience can fluctuate based on the political stance of the person being inaugurated. CNN also took a financial hit. How much is unclear. We just talked about how much in the last article. When a Florida jury last week found the network liable for defaming a U.S. Navy veteran on a story involving a paid effort to extract endangered Afghans following their country's Taliban takeover. The network settled the case before the jury could fully decide damages. CNN announced Thursday it was developing a product that would allow consumers to watch a TV-like video stream on any device, although it won't be TV simulcast. There was no estimated launch date. Under Thompson, CNN has quietly redesigned and offered new features on its CNN.com website. Last year, it instituted a $3.99 monthly and $29.99 yearly subscription for its heaviest users, and is working on new online products like areas like lifestyle, weather, and sports. In some respects, Thompson is trying to do for CNN what he did at the Times, where its digital products modernize the newspaper's business. Executives are hoping CNN's video component and international presence offers growth opportunities that won't duplicate the Times. CNN's transformation isn't and can't be a single set of changes, but a process of investment, experimentation, and adaptation that will last years. Thompson said in a memo to CNN staff, "Our objective is a simple one, to shift CNN's gravity towards the platforms and products where the audience themselves are shifting. CNN is looking for savings in television with a leaner staff and a transfer of some of its technical operation to its Atlanta office." Moving stuff to the Atlanta office. Heard that in the last article too. The network announced a series of schedule changes. Veteran anchor Blitzer's Situation Room will move from the evening to 10 a.m. Eastern, where he will be joined by Pamela Brown. Tapper's 2-hour show will now begin at 5 p.m. Cornish will host CNN This Morning beginning at 6 a.m. Cassie Hunt will host a new show, The Arena, at 4 p.m. And Rachel Solomon will do a show, 5 Things, at 5 a.m. Left out for now is current late morning host Jim Acosta, a frequent Trump sparring partner during the president's first term. He's negotiating a new role, CNN said, after he reportedly balked at a late night assignment. Jim Acosta's on his way out. They don't like what he's doing, and they're trying to bury him in late night, and he doesn't want to go to late night. So negotiating a new role means figuring out how much he's going to get paid before they put him through the door. Besides cord cutting, the television network's biggest challenge is reaching Trump supporters who consider the network enemy territory. Many supporters, in fact, went online Thursday to express glee at the thought of layoffs there. Not only is Trump stronger than he's ever been in his political career, he may well have killed legacy media as we know it, radio host and Outkick founder Clay Travis wrote on X. Thompson said he wanted CNN to distinguish itself with a hard-hitting journalism and fast checking to let viewers make up their own minds on issues. He noted Abby Phillips' primetime program as one of the few cable news that allows people with widely divergent views to debate issues. I think we need to quietly and patiently get on with our jobs as journalists. See, the interesting thing about CNN trying to become more digital, they already have CNN Plus. They went through, I'm trying to remember, like they're investing $70 million into being more digital. I'm pretty sure the original investment in CNN Plus was somewhere in the neighborhood of like $40 to $60 million. And that fell on its face immediately. The thing didn't even last a month. I mean, they brought in, I always get it wrong, Matthews or Wallace, one of them. They brought one of them over from Fox News. Yeah, Wolf Blitzer and Acosta are really the only names that I actually recognize from that entire list of people who are going to be getting moved around. So they're not of note. But yeah, I mean, they already, Chris Wallace, that's which one it was. So anyway, they already put a bunch of money into the CNN Plus platform to try to capture a streaming service and get that audience, and it failed miserably. And then Chris Wallace is actually like, they were going to roll him into like a different role or something, and just recently, like within the last month, he left CNN entirely. So I mean, man, this is a sinking ship, and it's fun to fucking watch. The idea, see, I think their CEO has it right, and he's been saying it since he took the role, that we need to be more objective. We need to actually report news. We need to stop doing so much on opinions and so much on the Trump bashing and then yada, 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 and this and this and this. And yet the problem that CNN really has is the personalities that host their shows, because none of them are going to do that. And so if they're not going to get on board, then you're going to be stuck with exactly what you've got, and it's going to crash and burn. CNN attempting to go more digital, I don't like. I have no idea how that could possibly work in their favor, especially after how terribly CNN Plus failed. I mean, they seriously didn't even last a fucking month before they shut that thing off. And apparently they didn't knock it in the head entirely and just stop doing it. Apparently they still have CNN Plus, but I mean, what is it? Just a simulcast of the programming that's running on CNN right now? Like, okay, so you can watch CNN on a app on your phone instead of having to watch it on TV. That's not really all that appealing. I don't know. I mean, apparently they've got some audience. They're still making a little bit of money, but yeah, in the media giant world, not enough to stay relevant. And I mean, the 1 million viewers watching Trump's inauguration on CNN, I think Elon Musk live streaming it had 14. So like, y'all are failing miserably. Oh, it'll be fun. I hope they're 100% right and legacy media does completely just die with this Trump administration. At the very least, MSNBC, CNN, ABC, CBS. Yeah, I think I could live with NBC, just the regular NBC. That they've, at least to some small extent since Election Day, seem to have tried to be a little less insane. But I mean, it's only time will tell if they can actually like maintain that for long term. But nonetheless, yeah, kill the whole fucking thing. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to bed. I will see you all on Monday. Later.